ah, yeah, whoosh, ah, ooh, whoosh, ah, oh, yeah.
Well, I said exactly the same thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lenny Beige Variety Pack, live from the Regency Rooms in the heart of London's West End. Please welcome Mr. Lenny
Every time the curtain goes down, you know I shed a tear, 'cause I was born to stand on stage and sing and dance and talk. If you care to take me on, I'll stab you with a fork. I'm a legend, and my name is Lenny Beige. I'm a legend, and my name is Lenny Beige.
To the Lenny Beige Variety Pack, I have a question for you. Do you think my job is easy? Huh? No. Oh, no, sure. I make it look easy. But you know, every time that I stand on stage, it's like I'm entering the ring. And I'm an East End boy, so I know all about the pugilist profession. My older brother, Charlie, used to be a boxer. He had a nickname. His nickname was Laundry. He spent so much time hanging over the ropes. He was face down on the canvas so long they sold advertising space on the soles of his shoes. But not for Lenny Beige, the gum shield, the bucket full of spittle, and the post-match analysis with Gary Newborn. I would like to tell you all a little story. It wasn't a fun time for Beige in the 1970s. I had to close prematurely my musical celebrating Jewish culture. It was called Chopped Liver Dance. I just opened a brand new club, Lenny's Lounge of Lewd Innuendo in Llandudno. The opening bill of A Night of 1,000 Dummies featured Nookie Bear, Lord Charles, and Lamb Chop, and it barely shifted a ticket. I was lost. Thank you. Don't patronize me. I was lost. I walked. I was alone. My lowest point. I found myself on a very high bridge, and I threw myself off, ladies and gentlemen. No. But I knew I wouldn't die. I knew something would break my fall. And something did. 'Twas soft. 'Twas a haystack. 'Twas a giant haystack. And then I thought, if a 30-stone freak with straw for hair can make a living from wrestling, so can Lenny Beige. And you see, it was wrestling, ladies and gentlemen, that saved my bacon, and I'm kosher. And I teamed up with my brother and manager, Sammy Beige. We formed the Jumping Jiu-Jitsus. It was a winning combination of Oriental martial arts and complaining. Oh, are these pants too tight? I've got what? Is it hot in here? I was Lenny the Lacquer, he was Gefilte Fish Sam. Sam used to coat his body in chicken fat, so opponents would just slide off him. And my pièce de résistance, where I would drink the brine from a jar of pickled gherkins, get my opponent in a headlock, and at the correct moment, I'd belch loudly in their face, causing temporary blindness, and Sammy would fall and land on them, and it'd be over. Tonight's show theme is indeed wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm going to introduce you to the first act, who has never been a wrestler in the ring, but he certainly grappled with the fact he's got no talent. The Boston Crab is a complete stranger to him, but crabs caught off a cold girl in Chroma took years to shift. For one night only, with no submissions yet, and one very vociferous public warning, I give you, perhaps for the last time, my old double-act partner, Mr. Frankie Tan.